Welcome back to Giant Carrots.
In Chuck's head.
Right.
Right.
Another episode of Shining in Korea. I swear, people, we will go outside again at some point. Right now, it's the middle of winter. It's freaking cold.
Also, I'm enjoying playing in my laboratory. Oh, sorry, my kitchen.
We got an experiment this time. We're not just working off of a regular recipe that we had an idea of. We're going out in left field on this one. So, carrots. Now, if you've ever seen an anime and just thought they were being lazy and drawing a big orange triangle for a carrot, no. These things are huge.
Okay, so the game plan. We have 12 Korean carrots. I've already juiced one, so 12 carrots and 2 bottles of this well-grown carrot juice, which Chuck is a huge fan of. He likes this. So we decided we are going to use that along with other items, which we'll come to later. But first, we're going to, I've already peeled all the carrots. Now we're going to, this is going to sound weird, but we're going to juice them. The juicer frappes everything. So we're going to take everything that's frapped and put it in with it. Yeah, but we're also going to take the juice. So we're doing both at the same time.
Yeah, this is almost a fine paste on this end when it comes out. So then we'll mix all that back together, and then we can simmer it to break down the structure a little more. Might throw some pectic enzyme in there with it to break it down a little bit so we can get all that sweet carrotness out of it.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is, I know you've heard us talk, because we talk about the carrots a lot, the carrots are sweeter here. So we're going to do this in 2 different recipes. This first recipe is because Chuck wants to do his first.
I like just that stuff, like the raw carrot juice. I want to see how it comes out as a shine.
Whereas my plan is for our second one, we will roast the carrots first, because roasting the carrots will bring out more of the sweetness in them. So
she wants to do that kind of like roasted brown sugar glaze baby carrot thing. Keep trying to tell her, this ain't no baby carrot. This is a weapon. I can assault you with this.
Anyways, I'm going to get these juiced, and we'll be back.
All right, juicing carrots, it's messy business. I mean, don't get me wrong, we got a fine
Stop playing in that.
puree, but
you're going to make a mess, you keep playing.
It stains everything. Now, since nobody has any idea what the specific gravity of carrot juice is, we're going to try and get a number here. Hopefully a fluid number, not a chunky number. All right, we're bobbing, so it's moving. Wow, 0.02. Yeah, that's not a lot of sugar. Now, our little bit of internet research said that carrots do have some amount of starch. Not a lot, but some. So,
but they make carrot wine. People make carrot wine, so this is doable.
It's doable.
You do sugar, you do honey, you do molasses, you do whatever to add.
So, what we're going to start with here, once we clean this up, we've got some molasses.
Not quite 12 ounces.
But that's all right because that stuff's supposed to mix several times with hot water. So that ought to be about at least 3 times that much, I'm guessing, 3 or 4. And then we've got some regular white sugar. We're going to try and get this into the like 1.07 to 1.09 range before we're done because, well, you want to have some alcohol in it.
We're going to have some alcohol in it.
But carrots and brown sugar is always a good flavor. So we got molasses. That's close. This might be more of a carrot rum, actually. I've heard of banana rum. I've heard of coconut rum. Never heard of carrot rum.
This is my carrot brandy. Leave it alone. We making brandy.
So
I'm going to work on my carrot soup.
Yeah, we're going to warm this up. Probably thin it out with a little bit of water. Get some molasses and some sugar mixed in it. And we will be back. All right, so for anybody keeping track, that was how many carrots?
That is 12 carrots.
Did we figure out what
4 pounds.
That was by weight?
Nope. I did not weigh them. 4 pounds of regular white sugar, about 9 to 10 ounces of molasses, 2 bottles of Korean carrot juice,
which is about a gallon.
2 bottles of water.
About a gallon.
And that is where we are.
So.
And we got our pH up to.
Our starting gravity.
Starting gravity, sorry.
We got our gravity up to about 1.08. So we're at a level now. We're going to
put some Camden tablets
in, put it in a bucket, let it sit overnight for the Camden tablets to do their thing.
And then tomorrow you will add
the yeast nutrient, probably a little bit of amylase to help break down the little bit of starch that's in it.
And then are we, which?
And then we'll probably throw some angel yeast in it to see, because that's got the alpha and the glucoamylase built into it, so it ought to ferment just about anything.
And that's where we are right now. So we will check in with you tomorrow. We're going to pour this into the bucket and get the Camden tablets in and let it start sitting for a while.
Right.
See you tomorrow.
All right. Excuse the mess that is my gaming / storage / fermenting room.
Yeah, we got to clean out the storage part of it.
But it has been, how long has it been?
Not even a week.
Not even a week? Yeah, running this stuff through the food processor.
No, through the juicer.
Oh, through the juicer, yeah. Frappéed that up something fine. And we are racking it off into, well, it's into the bucket that I'm going to cook it out of, but it's got a deep orange color to it.
It's pretty. It smells very beery.
And right now it tastes like carrot beer.
We made carrot beer?
Well, that's actually success if we've made carrot beer at this point, because the next step is to distill it and then we'll have carrot liquor. So,
I mean, it smells carrot beer, so I could see that.
Starting to see more of the orange from the carrot in here now, and we got more of the deep orange. Like, that's literally almost like a caramel color.
Yeah, it's pretty. So we put molasses in this, right? Yes.
We might have.
We put a little bit of molasses in.
Yeah, I think.
So it's pulling in some of that molasses color in with it.
But yeah, we're gonna finish racking this off and then
Let it sit overnight.
Yeah, let that sit on a filter overnight and gravity drain, and tomorrow I will probably run it off and see what we get. All right, everybody, we has run off the carrot. We got just about 2 liters of straight alcohol off at about, what is it, about 100 proof? Yeah, so it was right at 50%, 100 proof, right out of the jar there. We've had a little bit of water. We've got it down to about 80 proof. We've got most of the burn out of the flavor, but it's kind of also weakened the carrot flavor. It's there, but it's a little earthy, a little lightly sweet note in there, but it's not real strong. So we are putting some in there to flavor and to color. And this is going in the room for a couple days to see how that works. So we'll let you know. All right, everybody. So we have an interesting development with the carrot brandy.
So when we put the carrots in, we put it in to give it some color. I was going for this color.
The blue's a little
Disconcerting.
unusual.
It's odd. It's strange. But it tastes like carrot. So I will give it that.
So
we're going to juice these carrots to get the alcohol and juice out of them. And then we'll see what the next step is.
I'm thinking we might split this into 2 because I kind of like it as is, but I'm weird and I like just straight carrots. Maybe a little simple syrup. She wants to do
I just want to do a carrot infusion with a little bit of
carrot
syrup.
infusion. That's what I meant. A carrot simple syrup.
I wanted my carrot brandy to be orange, not blue. So I'm a little weirded out by the color. But
Well,
you want to eat here? You should eat a alcoholic carrot. How's that taste? Alcohol-y? Carroty?
whoa, that's Bernie. Whoa.
So what you're saying is the carrots took all the burn out? Maybe I don't want to juice these carrots. Do I want to juice these carrots?
Maybe not.
Maybe we'll juice the fresh carrots that we have instead.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We're definitely going to have to filter anyways because I want to get, there's some sediment or something in here that needs to come out.
We always have to filter after you put
We
fruit
do.
in the flavor, so.
We do. So we should probably do that before I do the infusion so that we don't have to worry about trying to do that after the infusion, which is a nightmare.
Right.
Right. We'll be back.
All right, everybody. Impromptu science lesson. Because our alcohol turned blue. Now,
It didn't come out blue.
yeah, for all you people going, don't drink it. It did not come out of the worm blue.
It came out clear as water. It was very, very, very clear.
Right. So turning blue coming out of the copper worm
Is bad.
indicates a chemical reaction with the copper that you don't want.
So that's bad. We didn't do that.
This was clear when we put it in the room back there.
This was clear when we put carrots in it.
So, and that being the point, I did a little Google search. I looked up some stuff.
And it took him a while to find this.
Apparently, it's somewhat known in cooking circles, like baking and whatnot, that carrots will turn either green or blue depending on either the pH of what it's dealing with or through oxidation or both. I'm not entirely sure. I are not a scientist.
We took science.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I was pretty good at science, but
He was better at science than me.
this is not my lane. I'm telling you what I read off Google, TM, patent pending. But so apparently carrots have a lot of anthocyanins or polyphenols or both that can either be boiled out or leached out, which is probably what happened here.
They definitely were leached out.
That, like I said, either through a combination of oxidation or chemical reaction due to pH, are known to turn things either green or blue. So, we're not going to die from drinking this. No one we give this to is going to die because...
Also, I did not know any of this when I offered him the carrot that had been in the blue liquid to taste. I was not trying to kill my husband, but I guess I could have. Sorry, babe.
So, and the only reason that I didn't freak out when I saw this turn blue, one, I knew it had been clear when it come out the worm, and two, forever ago, I remember reading an article about a dude who had a skin condition who turned blue, and when they finally figured out what it was, the dude had a carrot habit. He'd been eating carrots for 40 years, and apparently he'd built up enough carrot stuff in his system that it started turning his skin blue.
Mayhem said she once ate so many carrots that it gave her
Kidney stones.
Her and Minion, it gave them bladder stones.
Bladder
so
stones,
they had to stop eating carrots all the time because of that. She's like, no, I love the carrots.
But yeah,
Who knew?
Quick lesson for you there. If your stuff is blue coming out of the worm, be worried. If it was clear until you put something in it for flavoring and then it changed colors, you may be all right. Do your research.
All right, so.
One thing I would like to point out is this jar,
This jar.
we poured some of this 80 proof that we watered down.
We poured them all through filters to get all the crap out of it.
Get the sediment out. And I splashed a little simple syrup in it because while it tasted fairly carroty, it didn't have that little carrot sweetness to it. It needed a little sweet. That little splash of simple syrup brought out the carrot. And now it's like liquid sweet carrots.
He's happy with that.
That's my jar.
That's his jar. So now we've also made another simple syrup.
Carrot juice, freshly juiced.
We freshly juiced a carrot, and then we cooked in some brown sugar to it. It's not overly sweet, but it has a good taste to it.
It's got that kind of carroty glazed carrot to it. We're gonna...
How much do we want to add?
Well, we got right about 2 liters in here, if I'm remembering correctly. So we had 2.5 quart jars. It didn't take a whole lot to bring a good flavor into mine. So I think I put about 100 mils in on mine. And you got twice as much, so let's do 200 mils.
Okay.
Easy math. I love easy math. I do not like math with vowels. Once your alphabet soup gets into my math, we're done.
All right. We have no idea what color this is going to turn once we
that's
add
blue, that's brown, it was orange.
Now it's green.
Swamp water. It's swamp water color. That's what it is.
Put this in a colored bottle.
I don't. That one at least we can get away with for the look. It's blue. That's.
I don't know. We might have to add more carrot to it. We don't know yet. But it doesn't look as bad when it's in a glass.
Well, yeah, that's usually the case.
We also don't know if that fresh carrot's going to add more blue to it. That looks like a more face.
Not bad. Add about another 100 mils. We want to sneak up on it. We don't want to jump all the way to pour it in. At least not tonight.
Hey, it's getting prettier.
Pretty browner.
It's still prettier. It's a little less swamp.
Now it just looks like muddy water.
Somebody is.
It's almost there. It starts off a little off and then it eases into brown sugar carrots.
Just a little bit more, I think.
Don't think it's worth measuring the rest of it.
Hey, at least it's no longer green.
So as usual, pour it all in was the answer. Or at least it's our answer.
Well, we didn't measure how much water. We don't know how much technically that was in carrot that we juiced. We do know that we put 3/4 cups of brown sugar in. That we do know. That's the only part of that we knew. So.
There was a lot of, I guess, and shit, throw it in there that went on in this recipe.
All right, and this one was for the science of it anyways, right? So, why are you crying? We just ate.
It's definitely got a little more carrot on the nose now. That's nice and mellow, but it's definitely got the brown sugar and the carrot notes to it. I wouldn't say that it tasted like glazed carrot, but...
No, carrot is the overall note of it.
Right, but this is the recipe with raw carrots. This is the raw carrot recipe. We're going to make another one where we roast all the carrots and try that, but...
But this is going to sit for a few days and kind of...
That is not bad as it is. Hopefully, after a couple days of melding, it'll...
Yeah, I think a few more days of melding is going to give it a good flavor.
This one's already good. Hopefully, it just gets better.
But overall, for our current status... Oh, and you know what?
Overall, for a carrot brandy, I are kind of impressed.
We actually have a couple plays with this we might do. Hear me out. Couple plays. Ready?
What you got?
All right. So, we need to do it with roasted. Just roasted.
That's a definite.
That's a definite. Then we need to do it roasted with either a honey glaze on it or a maple glaze. I'm thinking maple.
So, we're going to keep trying this carrot thing because it's actually kind of good.
Yeah. Then we got to play with some more sweet potatoes too because that was really good.
Yeah, we gotta break that one out and...
We got to actually break that out and make the sweet potato brandy because we haven't done that.
Yeah, well,
I know I'm calling this brandy. I know technically carrot is a vegetable, so I don't know if technically this is not a brandy. Maybe it's, I don't really know.
We're calling it a brandy.
Carrot vodka? I don't know. I don't know what you call it when you're using a root veg. I mean, potatoes are vodka, so...
We've seen the guy from, was it Randy from Stillworks, make stuff out of a bunch of potatoes and root vegetables and call it a bourbon.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, if you know...
Let us know.
Let us know, because we're going to admit, we're just playing with flavors at this point. We're not a guarantee, like, that we know exactly how to name it, but I'm calling it a brandy because we are doing it more like we do our brandies than we do our whiskeys or our liqueurs.
Right.
Right. So that's where we are with that. That's a very long-winded explanation, but that's who I am. Y'all are used to this.
Trust me, we know.
He might not live through the night. It might not be the carrot that gets him.
Anyway. Carrot brandy. Surprisingly good. We're going to do a few more flavors. So, if you actually even care about that, like, subscribe, do the internet stuff. We'll see y'all next time.
Hey, quick note. Don't cut this part. There's a video coming. We're having a whiskey and brandy tasting this coming weekend with our friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know they're being filmed yet. I don't think I mentioned that. It's free liquor. They have to assume there's some
catch.
Yeah. I mean, when people start offering you free liquor, you know there's a catch. The catch is they're going to be on video while they're tasting. So, whiskey and brandy tasting will be filmed, and we're going to make them drink this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, we'll see y'all next time.